General, D-Block General, Jadakiss, one of the pioneers of the rap game, came in the 90s era. You know what I mean? We came in when you had to be lyrical. You know what I mean? You had to have substance when you got on the mic. You know what I mean? He didn't come in this microwave era. You know what I mean? So I want to salute Jadakiss. You know what I mean? He's been in the game for over 15 years. You know what I mean? As a vet. You know what I mean? It's still holding it down, still holding it solid, producing quality music. You know what I mean? The industry can't move him. You know what I mean? It's versatile, but lyrical, but keeps the message and lyrics, the lyrical content at a high level. You know what I mean? Like his album, Last Kiss, you know what I mean? I actually brought that home. You know what I mean? It had a nice songs all the way getting through. Smoking Guns featuring Jasmine Sullivan. Ladder to Big, Things That I've Been Through, Can't Stop Me, Right By My Side. You know what I mean? There's all classics. You know what I mean? There's that album there. It may not have sold a million, but that album ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? That type of music you could just pop in your car and play. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's got that inspiration in there. It's got that music that you can listen to lyrics and dance at the same time. You know what I mean? It's got versatile for ladies in there. Got songs in there for ladies, but it's got substance to it. You know what I mean? That's the difference between Jadakiss, the D-Block General, and the rest of these microwave artists that's just come on the scene. You know what I mean? D-Block General. You know what I mean? You know how he comes out firing out of the blocks. He don't take no prisoners. You know what I mean? He's one of the punchline kings. Him along with Cassidy. You know what I mean? Jadakiss is known for his punchlines. You see what I'm saying? And we know about his classic beef with Beanie Sigel. You know what I mean? We know about that classic beef with him and Beanie Sigel, man, at it hard. So you know what I mean? That weren't easy at all. You know what I mean? Beanie Sigel came firing, and Kiss came back at him. D-Block stepped in and helped out Kiss. You know what I mean? Then Kiss and him had to beef with 50 Cent. But 50 Cent tried to get angry. Well, he got angry because 50 Cent done a song bigging up New York, and 50 Cent had beef with Ja Rule. So, Jadakiss was in the song, and Fat Joe. I got 100 guns, 100 clips, and I'm from New York, New York. I got 100 guns, 100 clips, so watch how you talk. I know you guys remember that one, and Jadakiss was in that one too, that remix, you know what I mean, and Fat Joe. So 50 Cent went on like a woman, and started a diss track. Jadakiss was in the shop, and Nas, and you know what I mean, all these guys that were in with him. You know what I mean? Jadakiss done a song, done a remix. You know what I mean? He ain't getting this job because you got beef with me. You know what I mean? There's business there's doing. Of course, get on the remix. You know what I mean? You didn't control of Jadakiss' career, but that was a big mistake that 50 made. You know what I mean? Sorry, Miss Jackson, when he responded with that one, that was crazy. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize. Sorry, Miss Jackson, he put on him and checkmate. We gonna handle this like grown men. You won't win. You know what I mean? You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off, fighting the champ with a glass jaw in the garden of Nassau. See me, put a couple good niggas behind stars. I heard you put a few good niggas behind bars. I might never sell that much, but you could bet your last 2 quarters I never tell that much. Picture Kiss now come out swinging. It's like seeing go 50 at a show and he don't come out swinging. Yeah, you're a predicate, but you ain't from Connecticut. You live in the woods. Fucking with me, that's where you're gonna be. You an animal, a motherfucking animal. Snake ass, you's an animal, you's a motherfucking animal. That was classic. You know what I mean? Jadakiss, you know what I mean? He went, 50 barked up the grand trees on that beef, you know what I mean? Jadakiss crushed him, 50 backed off, you know what I mean? That was too much for G-Unit, you know what I mean? Coming at these guys that are raw, you know what I mean? They got credentials and they're raw, and they're authentic, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing fake about D-Block, you know what I mean? When these guys style, chic, P, you know what I mean? And these guys do in like they do in, you know what I mean? They got a strong team, you know, and these 3 is strong. SP, the hard as out, you know what I mean? Chic Luke's versatile too, they don't freestyle and there's lyrics, see what I'm saying? But overall, D-Block General, Jadakiss, came out of the 90s era. You know what I mean? Still holding the down, still producing solid music. Shout out to him for that. You know what I mean? He is a hip hop icon. You know what I mean? A legend. You see what I'm saying? The Locks. You know what I mean? Even though they got a bad deal with Puffy. You know what I mean? When they got that deal, when they got locked in, the publishing rights, so they had to fight over that for years. Puffy had control of the publishing rights. You know what I mean? But they got it took them years fighting, beefing. There's even beefing with Puffy over that. You know what I mean? And exchange of words. You know what I mean? That was a bad deal that they had at the time, but they finally got out. Puffy smoothing that out, straightened that situation out. You know what I mean? But D-Block, they stayed on the business. You know what I mean? They made sure they got out of that lock that they was in. You know what I mean? But they ended up publishing. See what I'm saying? But that's how the industry goes. Sometimes you gotta be aware in the industry. You gotta be smart. You gotta read over what you sign. You know what I mean? You gotta read the fine print, read the blueprint, read it over twice. You know what I mean? And just sign paperwork, you get locked in. You know what I mean? You gotta check everything. Distribution, your royalties. Check out the legality of what's being printed out. You know what I mean? You gotta check out the fine print, the underline, not just speed read over it and just sign people just to get a feel. You know what I mean? But D-Block are a small group. You know what I mean? They got the head store, they got the juices for life, D-Block car wash, D-Block gas station. You know what I mean? Style, Chic, and Jade, I like what they're doing. You know what I mean? They're like the three brothers. Also say they came up together from school and all that. They're stuck together. You know what I mean? They're in it. The reason why they're stuck together so long is because when they have differences, they could come together and sort it out behind the scenes. You know what I mean? See, they have differences like normal human beings or partners, but they don't bring it to the forefront, blasting each other or beefing with each other on the internet and all that. These guys deal with themselves face to face, deal with their stuff face to face, and move forward with what's going on. But yeah, shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Thanks for taking time out to listen to this channel. Remember this, D-Block General Jadakiss came out of the 90s era and still hitting the dawn. Solid.